better. You turn up more throughout the show. I like that. Shut the funny up.
We got my girl D Woods on Shut the Funny Up. Shut the Funny Up. We got my girl D Woods on Shut the Funny Up.
STFU.
Shut the Funny Up.
I like that move. That was a hot move.
Dance for him.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Oh.
Hey.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Get it. Get it. You better shut the funny up. Hey.
She doing the wop. She gotta be grown. She grown. She grown.
D Woods.
Juanita in the building.
Yes. Miss Juanita.
I saw you dancing with the people, baby. They have some lies and scandal on there. I don't know who updates those.
I know.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, you know you can change it yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought usually I thought the artists do it themselves.
No, not most of the time. It's just once you become a public figure, you know, Wikipedia will put you up.
I didn't know that.
And they'll get your facts just randomly off the internet. So you kind of sometimes you have to go through and kind of redo it.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my questions then.
all your questions based on this
okay. That's some bullshit.
We have the actual person here.
Hey.
Live and living color. Thank you for coming by.
And quite attractive. You look incredible.
Thank you. And I'm wearing my real hair today.
Is that your real hair?
That's my hair.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love
They don't even do that. Where they do that at? Real hair? They don't do
Look,
that.
I'm looking like, I don't
I'm
know.
between weaves right now. I got an appointment tomorrow.
Oh, really?
It's looking good.
Wow.
It's looking right.
See, we real close.
Yes, I'm so excited to have Miss D Woods in the building.
Yes.
Let's get it started.
Singer, actress.
Everything.
She do it all.
I'm a triple threat.
Yeah.
Yes,
And ain't afraid to bear the midriff.
I love it.
Yeah,
Look,
she
he been
gets
on
it.
here all. For the 100. He's looking crazy. But what do you like to do the most out of all three?
Well, I started dancing first. I started dancing when I was 3. So I would say that's like, you know, if I was bilingual, trilingual, whatever, like dance is my first language. But I mean, I can't really separate them, you know, dance informs the acting and the acting informs how I deliver a song. And then, you know, I did a lot of musical theater, so I was able to do them all at the same time. And you know, I get a little bit bored, so sometimes when, you know, one thing gets on my nerves or it's not picking up as fast as I want to, I always have this other outlet to be creative in. And then also I choreograph, I songwriter, you know, so it's just like I'm just a creative person.
You just entertainment ADD. You gets it in.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, that is dope. Absolutely dope. How do you balance D Woods, your love
I
life,
still haven't really.
what you really want, everything in one?
It's a work in progress. I'm still under construction, but I mean, I have the lucky thing about, you know, the way I have, you know, grown up in the arts. Like a lot of my real true friends in life that know me by Juanita, who can call me Juanita, and I won't look at them sideways. You know, they were there at the beginning, like when we all were doing it for free. We were all just dreaming about being on stage, dreaming about being on TV, and hearing our songs on the radio. Like we were all there doing it, and we're still friends, and we still work together. So that's kind of like the balance. It's just like a real, you know, a real love for the entertainment, you know, craft, not just the industry. It's like a craft, you know, way of life. It's like we'll just start singing songs and walking down the street like we're in a real live musical.
Right.
So
that's crazy. So D Woods, Daddy Kane, fame. You really burst on the scene in the reality world, and now you live in your own reality. Would you ever do a reality show again?
Actually, I have entertained a few different offers. And I mean, you may see me on reality TV sooner than later, and it's just all about finding the right.
Is you gonna punch a bitch? Is you gonna be that chick?
I hope not. I hope I don't, because that's when it's really gonna be real.
Right.
I might be also on TMZ. I might be on Court TV as well.
Mashed potatoes.
Yes, I have an alley-hoop question for that.
Okay, I get that.
Yes, if you was on Media Takeout and they had a crazy story about D Woods, in our heads, imagining, what would that story be?
What would the craziest story about me be? I really don't know, because I kind of keep my crazy contained a little bit. I keep it in safe quarters where I can be crazy, and I try to be on my best
Well, I
behavior.
need lessons on that.
Oh yeah, your crazy always out.
It is always out. Oh, okay, we're down.
Hilarious. What would your crazy story be?
Huh?
What would your crazy story be?
Oh,
This just
shit.
in.
Oh shit.
World Star.
Mickey got caught with Snoop with a pound of weed trying to go across the border on his way.
Really? Drug trafficking?
We would believe that. We would believe that.
I'm just joking.
No, you ain't.
Listen.
You, Snoop, and Tyler.
It was a fantasy.
Me, Snoop, and Tyler. No, I'm just joking. Shit, I don't know.
You don't know?
That's just a good question I always ask, but I don't know myself.
It's a tough question though.
It really
Putting them on the
is.
spot, you could tell you navigated that very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's smarter than all of
It's
us.
like, Juke.
I went
Stiff
to
on that
media training on your ass.
I'm very disciplined.
Right.
Can I have a question for D Woods, the actor? You've been really getting your act on over the past few years. Just bring us up to speed on some of the stuff you've been working on, man.
Well, I started in theater when I was young as well. So
Okay.
I started doing like regional theater, August Wilson type plays and everything when I was like 6. So I
For the hood people, that's the hot black thing to do. August Wilson. This is the dopest thing you could do as a theater person.
yeah. If you
is
black
August
and you
Wilson.
haven't, if you a black man, black actor or male actor, and you haven't done an August Wilson play, you ain't doing nothing. If you a black female actress and you haven't done a monologue from Color Girls, you ain't doing nothing
Well said, well
either.
said.
So I did both. So and I went to here in Atlanta. I went to Tri-Cities High School as a dance major, and also did a lot of theater with the Freddie Hendrix Youth Ensemble of Atlanta, also known as YEA. And they just made us run around this city. We were at the Alliance, 14th Street, 7 Stages Theater, all these theaters.
You like the LeBron James of acting, singing, and dancing. You nice.
That is dope. That is dope. I love
You've been training for years.
From the top of the key on that one.
And then I went to New York University Tisch School of the Arts for theater, and ended up actually graduating out of the Gallatin School, which is the school of individualized studies where you make up your own major. I don't want to do what y'all tell me. I'll make it up.
I love
These
it.
3 things together. That's my major.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was that for you? What was that major that you put together?
Well, I definitely did a lot of the arts. I studied at the Ailey School for dance. I did acting classes, private voice, arts administration, music business, and then Africana studies, just because I was just interested in any class around the university. It didn't matter what division it was in. If it was about black people, I was in that class.
Right. And we sit you between the 2 whitest people in America.
But the
We'll
crazy
make
thing
it
was,
mocha.
like, the majority of my classes, I was like the only,
Really?
person of color in the class talking about the slave trade. Like, for real, yeah. Talking about Nat Turner, talking
Right.
about Tupac and Biggie.
Did they look at you like you knew everything? So, that's true.
And you know what's really interesting? I
Hilarious.
found out that I knew the least.
Oh wow.
Because they were like history majors, and I felt stupid. Like, how you go? I'm emotional. I'm crying over here. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
And I'm like disturbed walking back to my dorm. Like, I feel like some type of way because the
Wow.
white kid knew more about my people than I did. So that was a strong passion of mine. So that was my major, and then you present a thesis like a PhD student, and that's when you learn if you're gonna graduate or not.
Wow.
You
That
just
is
present
so
it in front of
dope.
the board, and they're like,
Absolutely.
no, try again, or yeah, you passed, now you can graduate.
Wow, you doing it. This girl is talented.
Oh, like I love it. Like stinging.
Yeah, I want my daughters to be
I
like you.
love
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yes.
right.
I want my wife to be like you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Step
Slide
into that
it
Joe.
over.
Come on,
JB making a move.
Here we go. We're on camera right now. Check it out.
See, that's gonna be scandal.
Be100radio.com.
That's gonna be scandal part 2.
This is
Ready? Let's take a
Yeah,
call
take
from one of
call.
our callers. We've been having
Yes.
people calling, blowing us up. Oh, they just hung up.
Hey, if you want to call 678-479-4100.
Honda.
Honda. Yes, our girl D Woods is in the building. Rodney Perry is in the building.
Yeah, we chilling.
We're doing it.
Well, but the acting projects that I've done, to get back to your question, I just had to give them some background. The acting projects that I've done this year it's just been one after another. It's really good when it's happening like that because you're sitting around too long and you're like, oh god, your phone's not ringing. I went from I did a film. It's called Blackbirds, based on a novel, and it's directed by Patrick Ian Polk, who a lot of people know in the LGBT community because he had a really popular series called Noah's Ark on Logo and MTV2.
Oh, got it.
And
Noah's Ark was a show with a whole gay storyline.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing show, and they got like Emmy nominations and all that.
Yeah, they were doing it big. And he, took this novel and developed it into a film. It has some really, I can't say all the names, but you know some of them. And they're a part of this film, and it deals with a lot of those issues. A young boy in a small southern town who was dealing with his sexual identity. So it's a real heavy film. And I think people are going to be very interested to see me in that light. I've
actually heard about this project, and I heard it's like I heard it's gonna make Precious look like nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard it's like
my audition piece. I was like, really? This is how we're gonna start it off?
Y'all don't even know me yet. I ain't even got the job, dog. You want me to do what? Yeah, I heard it's crazy.
Wow.
But I was, it was really, gratifying to be a part of something like that. And a lot of the actors, it was their first job and being fearless, and they definitely commended us for being so fearless and brave to take on that type of material. And then I went into a musical starring Lynn Whitfield, and we all know her from Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
I'm still scared of her.
I love her.
Oh, and this in Rebirth, the musical, is directed and written by Robert Jackson, a good friend of mine. And it just deals with the whole subject of faith versus religion in a big, hypothetical situation, like in the future after like World War III and like all religion is lost, and then one guy who was played by Q Parker finds a Bible and is like, yo, I don't think what we've been following is right. I think it's supposed to be this. And Lynn Whitfield is the new idol that we're following. If you thought you were scared of her in Thin Line Between Love and Hate, we was watching her work in rehearsal like, I'm scared to sit and eat lunch next to her.
She captured
Lynn, you on your own, bitch.
Yeah, she captured that.
But she was really great to work with, and very inspiring, very encouraging to us. And then I went into a production called Shaking the Rafters with Kenny Leon's True Colors Theater, and that basically ran all summer here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We got a lot of great, responses from audiences. I'm hoping they'll bring it back because when it was done, we were on our last show. We were just crying for real.
Right.
Oh no.
And Kenny Leon, they do so many great pieces over there. They do 3 or 4 pieces a year, and it's always like great cast and really great energy. So that's hot, man.
Yeah, he has some big things coming up with Denzel. He's directing on Broadway, Felicia Rashad, and then I'm like, hey, don't forget.
Yeah, I know that's
right. Big audition. And I'm getting ready to do the production of Mother's Love with Candy Burris.
Yes.
And a lot of other star-studded people. So y'all can get tickets for that. It's going to be at the Rialto Center, opening November 22nd through November 24th. So you only got 3 days.
3 days. How many shows?
Great.
Like probably 4 shows, 5 shows?
4 shows,
Yeah, 4
probably
shows.
Matinee and evening and
Got
all
it.
of this stuff. But, already I'm excited.
I hear it's the bomb. Shirley Murdoch.
Yes.
Oh my God, Eddie LeVert.
So I'm saying.
I love Eddie LeVert.
Man.
Really? Eddie LeVert in that?
I mean, not.
Yeah.
Did I say?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
okay.
one.
I'm
That's
like,
right.
oh shit.
Not Gerald. That's what I'm
Okay. I was like, don't question me. She should have fucked me up. Oh, Eddie.
It's so silly, man.
Walking a thin line.
Damn.
Yeah, you got Gerald LeVert in there? Which that's cool. You're like, I don't think we got it.
Because I would fuck up and do that.
I have a question as far as when it comes to, you clearly are doing all these different roles and everything. As far as maybe preparation, are you one of these performers that you can leave it on the stage and you can just kind of consolidate your life between the character and your actual life? What is that process?
Well, one of my acting coaches actually trained me for that because he was like, you can get lost in these roles. You know, that's how you see a lot of, you know, tragic stories like Heath Ledger.
Right.
Wow.
Different other
Yeah.
people who really like got so deep into the character they kind of you know lost themselves a little bit, and you know
That's deep.
we used to do different you know exercises just like turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off,
And
you know?
explain exactly what that means. Because look, I'm a young actor. So
Yes,
I
yes.
need to know.
A lesbian. I mean a lesbian.
I'm a lesbian.
Yes, yes.
Well, we would do something like really heavy, like a monologue that'd be really heavy and emotional and crying, and then all right, take a minute now, go into this comedic monologue.
Right.
Turn it on, turn it off, laugh, be serious, be angry, be crazy, and just like be in control of your emotions because you don't want to, you know. If you go there the way you're supposed to go there, it's sometimes hard to
It's
get out.
draining,
It
yeah.
is draining,
It's
very
draining.
exhausting.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like exercising a muscle, just the repetition. You can just get better at going in and out. And
Yeah, and especially if you're doing film, you have so many takes that you have to do,
Right.
and you have to like stay in character, make yourself cry over and over. You know, you get that money shot with that big alligator tear right there. So
Like, tell me you got that.
Do you find yourself having to find new things to get sad about because you kind of heal from crying about it over and over?
well, there's always something to be sad about.
Let him use you.
Let them use you.
It is kind of therapeutic though when
Yeah.
you have this character and you can kind of like get over some things like some anger, like oh there's a crazy boyfriend situation and now I get to yell at you, I get to take it all out. Now I would have told him this, but I'm telling you.
And I didn't.
Ooh,
I
I believe
did.
you. I'm not hitting myself.
And a lot of times, as an actor, it's like it's the stuff that you didn't say you get to say. You know, at that moment. You know, I study with what's her name? God dang it, from Tyler Perry movies.
Terrible.
Tasha.
No, Tasha. I studied with
Oh, I
Tasha,
love Tasha.
and Tasha's amazing. And that's the method she taught us is that you have to get into the character, but you know, I'm never in a scene with that other actor. I'm always in a scene with that person that I knew, and I'm having that moment with that person that I knew. So each moment is a moment you can share with that person, the individual. So that could change from line to line. You know who your substitution is. So it can become.
Substitution.
He is my teacher.
I am a lesbian.
Down.
Rodney Perry is my
down.
improv
I
teacher.
am a
and he is
lesbian.
the best teacher that I've had in my whatever.
Your career.
In my career.
Yes.
Substitution.
Yeah.
Say.
No, he's the best.
Google
He's
that.
the best. He's
Google
the
that.
best.
Yeah.
Best class I've ever taken.
Yeah,
Word.
and you just really get to, you know, exercise your imagination and then live out those things in your life that I wish I would handle it that way or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
When we gonna get some more music?
Hey,
Well, I'm so glad that you said that.
See how I threw that out there?
Segue. So right now I'm on my Gold Mine Experience promo tour. Gold Mine is my new single.
right.
We launched the video at the beginning of October. It took off crazy on the interweb, the World Wide Web, and the song is in 2 categories on the Grammy Ballot
Hey.
nomination.
Oh, nominated!
is
Nominated!
that from David Claxton?
David Claxton, he did To the Bottom, and the
Oh,
music video
okay,
is in
okay.
Best Music Video. So
Okay.
I have To the Bottom and Best Music Video and Gold Mine and Best
All
R&B
right.
Song and Best R&B Performance.
He's
So-
the organizer
I
for
like
church.
Little Bottom, to the bottom. What that is?
I church.
What's
Organ?
that about?
David. Yeah, you be over there.
To the Bottom, yeah.
Yes.
What's to the bottom about?
It's about if I was gonna
Hey.
take this Sutter home that I got,
Yeah.
To the
just
bottom.
take it to the bottom.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna tell you what I was doing.
Yeah. Let's take a call. We've had
I
many
don't know
calls
what you
already.
was.
Let's take one call.
You don't want to know what I'm thinking.
B100 Radio, shut the funny up. You're live on the air.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Oh, damn.
I think you hanging up on people. I think you hanging up. I
I'm
think you
not.
pressing the hang up button.
I'm not.
too.
You not?
Hey, whatever.
You
Call
all
that number that was-
Call back.
Right.
678-479-4100.
Honda.
41 Honda. Watch
Hold on, hold on.
Be100radio.com. You can watch us live with the
Yes.
beautiful D Woods in the building.
Yeah.
I have a question. We're going on emotions here, but do you get more emotional exertion out of like music compared to acting, or is it all just kind of interact with each other?
I think it's a different way. It comes out a different way, especially you know, certain songs that I do, I'm very dramatic, and then certain songs are just party songs. But it is sometimes like I'm living out a situation that I can't really express in real life, and I live it out in the song. Like, for instance, Gold Mine came from a lot of frustrations that I felt as a, you know, young black woman in the industry, and experiencing some of the things of the games you have to play, using what you got to get what you want, knowing that all this education and talent is really going in one ear and out the other, and all they really doing is staring at my booty. So I'm like, all right.
Hold on, for the record, your booty is pretty impressive.
I don't blame him.
Your booty bears a good appreciation.
But so does the talent as well.
Right.
The talent does as well.
But then, you know, just when you grow up, and you know, I was taught to be like, you know, very professional. Like my mom, she worked in corporate America. She worked at IBM for years.
Wow.
And so, you know, her tactics of raising me and being an independent, you know, be educated, have your own goals and all this other stuff. So I come in, yes, I am. And it's like, no, girl, you gotta twerk it a little bit.
Just a little bit. Because it's a sexual business.
Yes.
So even if you're not gonna give it up, they gotta think that you might.
Leave open the possibility is one of the
tough.
lyrics in the song is like, leave open the possibility, because it's like sometimes when you shut that possibility out, and I've experienced this, then the business stops, then the emails trail stop, then the phone call follow-up stop, and it's like, dang, I thought I was like, you know, standing up for myself and asking to be respected, and it's like, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
They
nobody.
want to go to dinner and think that after dinner something's gonna get dessert.
Hey, talk to you later, dog.
You come work at the studio, and then you hungry, and then hey, God.
I tell my female friends this. I said, if you're gonna have sex with somebody, let it be somebody you would have had sex with anyway.
Exactly. My dad told me the same thing.
If you don't do the do that you wouldn't do, because that's when you're up.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
You're not
I
obligated
agree
to
with
give
that.
up them cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Why you pointed out like
No,
yo,
not
pointed
like
cookie?
that.
You get it.
Not like that.
You too, right? Chocolate chip.
No.
Chocolate chip?
That's my dad would always say, fuck on your own terms, and he would say it just like that.
Word for word?
I think I like your dad.
Fuck on your own terms.
Whoa,
Rest in peace, Daddy.
Yeah. Appreciate you,
That's
Pop.
real.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my wrist.
Fuck on your own. You will be explaining that the rest of your life. Hey, I was drunk and Nikki said like something.
He's still gonna get the job.
I guess that is good information you gave, though, because we have a lot of independent artists that listen, and there's a compromise, I guess, between the corporate interest and your actual artistic interest. So I guess you have to figure out how to walk along that line and get what you want as long as what they want.
Yeah, and just respect yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, don't do anything that you're gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe I can't look at myself in the mirror.
Right.
You know, but it is a fine line of how to manipulate, you know, your assets. You know, some
Right.
women just have a good talk game. Some of them
Look at
have
me
the
smiling
body.
like him.
Assets. I like that word.
Assets. In all of its glory.
Do we have a song? Can we play the song?
Jesus. Yeah, introduce what's song?
Yeah, let's do that.
All
You
right.
gotta let them know.
Be100.
Be100.
Radio. This is your girl D Woods. They call me Catsuit Killer. Gold Mine. And this is the song. Go get it on iTunes. Turn up.
Shut the funny up.
On the gold mine. Back it up on the gold mine.
You got a gold outfit on. You see the video? Man, this video is sick.
On the gold mine.
What?
She's working on the gold mine. Now she praying on the gold
She's
mine.
no Miley Cyrus, I tell you that.
I just laughed.
And that's a compliment.
Hey, I love it. Hey,
Wow. Way to go, D Woods. That was hot.
way to go.
I'm watching the video. The video is
That's
crazy.
why he ain't came in yet.
Ah.
I'm watching the
I'm
video.
watching the video.
Hey,
Shut the funny up.
on my
comedy show,
gorillas.
B100 Radio.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the
Get it,
The
girl.
video is directed by Alima Albury, who is over here.
Right.
You directed the video? Nice. Way to go, Alima.
Hey,
Now it look like nobody else in the video has a big booty. Did you do this on purpose?
Her purposely keep nominating.
I'm sorry, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Ma'am. Yeah. Your booty is disrespectful. Appalling.
Disrespectful.
That is not sanitary, man.
But we definitely wanted
know,
the
you
video to
cannot
have like
wipe that.
have a throwback '90s vibe because the track kind of has a '90s like New Jack Swing
It
type of Jodeci
does.
feel. So we
R&B.
That's why I love it. That's my era.
Oh, okay.
That's my era.
wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's my era.
Yes.
And Rodney was back in the Gators.
It made me
Never-
feel like
never
SWV type of.
Yeah.
You got the swing.
Yeah.
I like when you was laying down in the go, like, look at me. They was.
Come get me in the
I'll be
go.
checking that out later.
I'm sitting on the go, man.
He's
I love
gonna
it.
check it
I'll
out
check it out
later.
later.
You better watch out.
Oh,
You're
what?
gonna mess up your keyboard.
I'll
bro.
leave a good comment. I'll leave a positive comment. I'll
You're
like
gonna
it.
You don't
splat.
like it?
Oh, your keyboard.
You'll double
bro.
tap? Yeah.
Oh no.
Whoa, I wasn't going there either. I don't know.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. No,
It's
that was
natural.
good. That was great.
Thank you.
Please don't apologize.
Okay, we're gonna take a call. We get a call in this damn time. Be100. Hey.
It's you, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
You hanging up on him. You hitting the wrong button. I bet you
I
are.
promise I'm not. I've been doing this for a month now.
Man,
But damn.
Dial tone keep
Okay.
calling us.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
That is exciting to hear though. You're trying to bring back some elements of back. You know, when you could say, music was doing it good. And I'm young, but I mean, I've been able to see the arc of some music and the progression and maybe digression of
Speak on
some of
that.
the music out there.
Right.
But I'd like to kind of tie this in. I know there's a new music channel coming out, and I don't know, social media we were discussing earlier, there's a new music channel coming out. How do you think does it affect
Whose music channel is it?
Oh, P. Diddy's coming out with a music channel. Oh, we raising the roof? My bad, I was just trying to bring up like technology in general.
Right.
Like, do you think that's having a positive effect on music, or is it just kind of made it too saturated?
Well, I hope that this new music channel brings something new and also brings some of those elements that we lost, back to the forefront. Because we don't really get to see music videos unless we go to YouTube or
Right.
Vivo or whatever.
Right.
And MTV music television isn't really playing videos the way they used
Right.
to. Like,
BET doesn't play videos anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why when I did this video, I was like, remember how we used to come on when it was like Rhapsody in the basement,
Right.
and had the words in the bottom of the screen, and like I used to rush home from school and see what videos I could like watch and learn the dances off of the videos and do all that stuff. And the excited, when world premiere making up the
Oh,
video
yeah.
came on, and
Oh,
he was like,
yeah,
oh, I
making
want to
the
see how
video.
Missy Elliott did
Yeah,
that thing.
yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
always something exciting, and I think a lot of that has been lost, and a lot of it's been very just jaded. So,
Definitely.
I hope this comes back and we bring excitement back because we see how it affects sales. We see how it affects
Yep.
like concert, tickets and, just fans not, being fans. They're all critics now. And it's like everybody can't do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And that's fine, but we need you, and it's a give and take.
Exactly.
It's like what Andre 3000 said, if it don't move your feet, then I don't eat. So we like neck to neck, you know?
Wow.
And I need you to be excited because I need to be excited to come out and excite you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
That's
said.
true. Like there's other shows, like Deb has a show she's a part of that's coming out called The Music Factory,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a mix between TRL, MTV, Soul Train, a nice little mix that allow the artists to do their thing.
Yeah.
I think people are hungry for that too. I think we've hit a point to where we are wanting to, get the music aspect of it more. I think we're too focused on the person and not the actual music of it. And I think people are
Yeah.
getting to a point where we're ready to get back into the swing of things of just experiencing the music video. Like you mentioned,
Right.
the world premiere, making the video. That used to be like big deal you would want to go home for. So
Right.
Right. But
It's fun.
I remember living the 90s, and in that moment people was like the 90s was whack. People was talking about the 90s like like the 80s were better or
right.
and so every era
Yeah.
says that this era isn't good until that era passes. At some point people be looking back at now and be like, man, that was the joint.
Right.
Right.
Remember when she had that joint? That joint was the joint. And you be like, that was a joint? I didn't feel like that was a joint when I lived at, but I guess it was a joint.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
You know, so now let me ask you this: social media is king now. I think we're all like products of it with Instagram, Twitter, and all of these ways. Do you think that we have unprecedented access to our fans?
I think it's both ways. We have unprecedented access to the fans, and the fans have access to the public figures.
Wow.
And I feel like some of the mystique has been taken away. You know, I didn't know what, Lauryn Hill was doing. I was trying my hardest to find her. I don't know. I didn't know where Jay-Z was. When I first got to NYU, I was walking around New York just looking for Jay-Z.
Have you seen Jay-Z? I'm looking for Sean.
That's real. Though.
Is Sean here?
That though.
Right.
You know,
Hilarious.
I still don't know where Andre 3000 is. You know
Right. He is mysterious,
Where
right?
are you?
Right.
I want to meet you.
Right.
And you hear stories like people like I go to like different cigar spots. They're like, Andre comes in here. I'm like, you're a lie.
Yeah.
You know,
And then
so,
you just find yourself going to that cigar shop for no reason. Just Andre might be here.
Right.
I heard that he put Harold's chicken on.
Wow,
Edwards,
that's a great point because it's way less mysterious because you actually know. Like,
Right.
no, he was actually, over there yesterday because I got him on my Instagram.
That's the human
Yeah.
GPS.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awkward. It's got to a little.
Well, let's take a call. Let's try this again. Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh, Be100 Radio. Shut the funny up. You live on the air.
Oh yeah, shout out to STFU. We're calling you all the way from Belgium overseas.
What's up? What's up?
Watching you online. We want to see if we can give a shout out to that Dunn Duchess and hear that Diamonds and Gold before you go off the air.
Oh, we got you, girl.
All right.
What you doing in Belgium?
Right.
Okay, shout out to you. Thank you.
No. Answer this question. What
Hello?
you doing in Belgium?
Huh?
Why are you in Belgium?
Actually, I work over here. I've been over here for this the third year. I've a job with the federal government, with the DOD school system, and a lot of us just travel around. We go from Germany to Belgium to France. We just do that.
All right.
Shit.
Yep.
I thought you might have been over there hoeing or something.
Oh.
So we do that too.
Don't tell me. They slapping me like I don't know what I'm talking about. I know the whole trade area.
Thank you, ma'am, for calling.
Still bad.
Oh,
How you gonna be approved? How you gonna be approved?
I have morals.
I can't ask a woman this shit. I can't do that. Come on.
Oh my God, that's
It's Belgium.
Code, right?
Belgium is like the whole capital of the world. Everybody know that.
The
Come on now.
Light District.
Come on, y'all.
She knows.
I'm world travel.
Over here.
I'm Compton to Cairo, Frisco to Maine, baby. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Whoa. Whatever that means. All right.
I mean, that's my pimp lingo.
Yeah, but
really?
that went real open on me.
I need to work on mine.
Blow up a hoe up, you know.
Whoa.
Hilarious.
Whoa. Anybody, don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at Be100 Radio. Check us out on Be100radio.com, of course. D Woods in the building.
Yeah.
It's got a lot on. Check
Looking
her out.
exquisite. Looking great. Yeah.
Just natural.
Yeah, she killing it.
Yes, beautiful.
I want to give a shout out to iWeave, my hair sponsor, which
I know that's
even
right.
lying. I got a hair sponsor. You
I
need to
love
get
it.
one too.
Okay.
iWeave, you can find out more information, but it's going to be the first of its kind app for your phone, your mobile phone, where you can order your weave, girl.
What?
Outta here.
I love it. I love
It's
it.
gonna be an app where you can take pictures and you can try on different weave.
What?
I made one, to go blonde. I made one of those short. I made one to have kinky curly or straight, and you can try it with a picture. Like you take a picture of yourself and it fit the different hairstyles to your face.
Is it up? Is it up now?
It will be. We're
That's
launching
dope.
Thanksgiving weekend right
Nice.
before Black Friday. We're
Come on now.
Yeah.
Get your eye with.
For more information, you can go to iweave.com and you can order. You can still order the hair because it has, top of the line,
Okay.
Indian, Brazilian, all those different great textures. I just took mine out last night because I'm gonna get some new hair.
I know.
So let's talk about the business, man, because you know, I mean, nowadays you are not just, you know, the entertainer, you're a business.
Yeah.
So how do you choose to be a part of like that business or any other business? How do you make that call?
Well, it's just really like looking at the statistics or the information that whatever brand comes to you with, or if you say, hey, I think I could be a good look for your brand, can we, you know, cross, you know, market and promote. I met the CEO of the company, Steve Campbell, at the Burner Brothers Hair Show this past August. They had a wonderful, you know, presentation. The only black-owned hair extension company in the whole convention center.
Wow.
So that was a big, you know,
Right.
plus for me wanting to get in, you know, in cahoots with them. And so, you know, we've been talking ever since, developing different programs, how they're going to, you know, help push my movement, because I'm an independent artist. I have an independent label, Wood Grain Entertainment, and vice versa. I'm pushing their stuff, so everyone's going to win, and it's going to be all, you know, in the community.
Good.
And you get that hair for free.
Yeah, that's the best part. Oh my God!
That's
Not to sound ignorant, but for me, that's the best.
It's a
part.
multi-billion dollar industry, and you know, we spend a lot on
Yeah, we
our
sure do.
cosmetics.
Especially edges. Can you give me a secret on them edges, girl?
I try not to put a lot of heat on them.
Okay, look, I need that one-on-one. We got a call. We gonna take a
STFU
call.
exclusive. Not a lot of heat.
How I keep my edges? Be100 Radio, shut the funny up. You live on the air.
Hi, I'm calling in for D-Wood.
Hey, I'm right here.
I'm calling all the way from Chicago.
What's up,
All
Chicago?
That's my city.
Yeah, I was out in Chicago. I really had a great time, and y'all kept me well fed. Thank you so much, Chicago.
You want some? I seen you put your post on Instagram. I'm like, let me call because I can add you on the like all your posts. Like, do a song for me.
Oh, well, you can definitely, you know, get to my, you know, my team at bookings at Wood Grain ENT for all those kind of inquiries, for booking, for you know, appearances, song features, all that stuff.
Wow.
Wood Grain ENT.
What do you do?
I sing. I'm full-time woman. I sing.
All right, well, go
I bet
ahead.
you're gonna sing something right now, though.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Exactly though.
Hey.
I want to sing one of y'all songs, but I only know Dawn part, but I only know it a little bit though.
Dude,
sing
sing
a
amazing,
song.
great.
Let us hear the pipes.
Rap for you.
Go ahead,
Okay.
sing something.
Okay, let me see it. Hold on. I'm a little nervous too, y'all though.
Don't be scared.
We've been caught in the clothes with the backwards and forwards, with this rock in the boat. We got it in control of it. Let's take it back to 3 years ago. When you say that we can make it through whatever. And to me it's under like you meant forever. Even what's not an option, baby, never. Now don't you believe in the love that's worth the fight? Ain't so it's every so give us a chance. No.
All right.
Yeah. All the way from the Windy City.
If you were my homegirl, I'd be going in on you right now. But on the real, can I keep it real? I know you was nervous, and I know that's probably not the best place to showcase. Probably not the best place to showcase your voice. But you know what? Good luck, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love you too.
Yeah.
Hey, quick
Cut
question.
that shit show.
Is it over? She gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
I wanted to ask her, did she look like her daddy? She sound like she look like her daddy. She sound like she look like her
I'm
daddy.
done with
I look like my daddy.
You look your daddy? Really? I like girls that look like their daddy. All my daughters look like me.
Really?
I got 5 girls.
It probably depends on the dad.
He said, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think that was a little shade. That comment.
No.
Okay.
You depend on like how attractive the guy is.
The dad. Yeah, look at that mug right
Yeah.
That's his boo boo. That's his boo boo.
Yeah. I ain't got no pants on. I'm
That's a
just.
hair. Boo with no pants. Let's take one more call. Be100 Radio, shut the funny up. You're live on the air.
Hey, I was just calling to tell D-Wood I like the new song.
Hey.
Thank you. Go get it on iTunes now, girl.
Hey, what's your name, sweetie?
It's a funny radio. Y'all keep doing it.
What's your name?
I'm Mimi, calling from Atlanta.
Mimi from the A.
Hey.
Hey, are you sitting on the gold mine?
Hey, I am.
You better claim it, girl.
Hey, take a picture of it and then hit the Be100 Radio Instagram page so we can see.
He is so stupid.
Yes, we're interactive, man.
Okay, thanks for calling.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, bye-bye. Are you using B100 to pick up pussy?
No, I don't want to pick it up, but I do want to look at it.
He's setting it up for us. He's setting it up for us.
I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up.
Okay, you just want to see it. I just want to see. Okay.
That's why we're here. It's not why we're here.
Yeah.
We're here for the independent artist.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what it is?
That is what we're
I
here.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like independent. I like independent artists, and I love where the industry is going in terms of like a lot of artists taking control. Like, what was it for you, D, that made you want to take control of your career?
Well, when the group was disbanded, I was like, well, I just gotta keep pushing. It's not like this the end of the world. You know, I was doing it before this point. This was a great, platform, and I, gave it 100%, and I got as much as I could get out of it, and it ended when it was meant to be ended. But that doesn't mean I'm done.
Right.
And I didn't want to sit around and wait for someone to believe in me or give me the cosign or permission. So I just immediately got in the studio, produced songs, videos, was doing shows, and I was like, well, shoot, I'm basically a label right now. I'm paying for it.
I am a label. Yeah.
So I just said I might as well go ahead and get the business license and keep it moving.
Wow, I love
That's
it, man.
dope.
That's gangster to me.
That is so dope.
That's
And
super
you just
gangster.
you learn what you don't know as you cross that bridge. And I had a lot of great people around me that I could just ask questions to. I could reach out. I was only a phone call away. If it's something that I didn't know myself, and I had learned a lot in all the situations before I got to that point. And every situation you go through is only preparing you for the next phase. Like I said, I made up my own major, so shoot, I'm gonna make my own label.
Why not?
So what's the relationship of you and Puff today?
Exactly the same as it was when I was on his label, which was really not anything.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, I'm an artist, he's, CEO.
Did you feel intimidated, like leaving somebody that's so known in the industry and trying to go out for you?
He dismissed me. So I wasn't going to argue. He kicked me out. I'm like, all right, cool, peace.
Right.
This seems to have motivated you, though.
punched him.
He came from downtown.
Southpaw.
You should have punched him.
Well, I thought that might make it hard for me to actually get it on paper because he verbally terminated the contract and we needed him to write it down. So I think if I punched him, he probably would have done what has been marked in history with a lot of other people who have come from that label not being able to get out of their contracts and having a hard time. And I was like, I'm gonna make it as nice and okay, cool, nice to meet you. Thank you for the opportunity. Our lawyers will be in touch. Thank you very much. I'm gonna exit this way and have somewhere to be.
Wow.
Get it.
So tell me.
And that's what I got from my mama at the corporate
Right.
office.
IBM, baby.
Smooth operator for sure.
So tell me what was it like meeting him again for the first time, like in a club?
After you
seeing
connect,
him.
after-
The
You know what's
connection.
crazy? I have not.
What?
I have not. It's been like close proximity, but never a run-in.
Wow.
And actually, this year, just a couple weeks ago at the BET Awards after party, T.I. had his big birthday party and everybody was in the building and he was in there and it was just like, I did not see him.
Wow.
He did not see me. So I was like, okay, well,
That's crazy.
I would have spoke, but it just hasn't
Didn't
been
happen yet.
opportunity.
That's kind of good. That's probably kind of good.
Yeah, I think
everything
it's meant to
happens
be.
for a reason. Yeah. That's what's up. That's cool.
Next time y'all meet, it'll be even playing field.
Right.
That's what I hope.
That's
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
girl. That's I'm
Oh,
telling
she
you.
snapped it up.
Oh,
Put the button on
I'm
it.
telling you.
That's the button.
Snap it up.
Ain't
that the
nothing
button?
like it.
Well, that they clearly connected over
They
it.
did have y'all did have a moment.
Like she just gave her the She's like button it up.
Button it
I don't
up.
know what that means. Oh, did I just make a hashtag? Did I just hashtag button it up?
Hashtag button
Button
it up. You do have another song that you want to play.
Yes. And this one is produced by David Claxton, or D. Clax is producer name.
D-Clax.
Praise the Lord.
Let him
Jesus.
use you.
But it was on the Grammy ballot for nominations last year. Now the music video, because we released the music video on New Year's Day, of 2013, just to show y'all what y'all should have been doing on New Year's and what you should do for the rest of the year, which is turn all the way up, turn down for what?
Right.
To the bottom.
Hey.
Run it.
Run
Boom.
it.
STFU Radio.
D Woods.
Shut the funny up.
Never stop the grind. You can never stop the hustle.
Right.
You know, you gotta always be working on it. So yeah, D Woods, you got it going on.
Yes,
you.
You
Yes.
dope. Yeah, you
Yes,
very
you
dope.
do.
Very
Yes,
dope.
you do.
I gotta say, before we get out of here, I know a lot of our audience are independent artists. Are you playing with me, Becky?
Oh, I was
camera.
He's so
flexing
silly.
for the
My
camera.
bad. That threw me all off. I was like, she's reaching for me. I don't know about it.
Boy, you better slide toward that reach.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said,
I would
"Oh,
marry
wow."
you right now.
Come on.
Really?
We
What's
got a
up?
reverend in the room.
Round.
Well,
Anybody just
brother.
wants to talk like one. Here we
If
go.
anyone say different.
Anybody, you see, it's official. I'm got a piece of aluminum foil I'm putting on her finger.
I don't think that's gonna cut it.
Yeah, I just bombed. That totally bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What
I'm
was you
learning.
about to say? Something fly.
Yeah, I was about to. Yeah, and then I got all. I'm
Yeah.
jumpy. I'm young, and there's a girl, and I'm like, ah.
He's so silly.
I know. Anyway, basically what I wanted to ask here is because you've done so many different things. You've been in so many just different outlets of entertainment, and a lot of people listening are independent artists, and you've shared a lot of your wisdom with us. But if there's just like one thing you could kind of do to help the independent artists listening right now, to maybe a mistake you've made that maybe they could avoid in the future.
Mistakes.
Right.
Perfect. I'm right all the time. I would definitely say, well, I don't know if it's a mistake, but it's just like a learning lesson, and everyone's gonna go through it. But having the right team is so important. And I had to that was kind of the hardest lesson I had to learn, and just everybody's not your friend, and everybody doesn't want to see you succeed, and sometimes it's the closest people to you, and you can't bring everybody with you. And that was like some of the most heartbreaking moments that I had, just realizing that, man, we used to go out to eat together, I would pay for your food, everybody was coming in my section, and I thought everyone was there wanting to see me win, and then when times got tougher, it was like,
Everybody
they
scattered.
stopped calling, they weren't there no more, and it's just like, okay, cool, well, I guess that I know who you are now, and it's not really a mistake, but it's just like, you have to really be, you have to have discernment.
Yes.
Yes.
Let him use you.
Pain.
Once
It's
again.
growing pain.
Yeah.
And know who are your real friends, and let them tell you when you are wrong. And another expression that someone used to tell me is like, take the meat and spit out the bones, because sometimes like everything that people tell you their opinions isn't going to be right, but there is something good in what they're saying if they're really like looking out for your best interest. It might hurt your feelings, get an attitude, walk away, shake it off and come back. Okay, I know you was right.
And then everybody is your friend shouldn't work for you.
Right.
Like a lot of times, you getting this, you want to hire your people that's closest to you, but they don't have the aptitude or the wherewithal to even do the job.
Right.
But you want to keep them close. I've hired family, and that's the hardest thing, to fire your daggone brother or your cousin.
Right.
That's the
How you
hardest
do
thing.
it? Give us an example.
Hey dog, it's over. Appreciate
Oh
you.
my God,
Love.
that's hilarious.
So I'm not going? Nope. No, you're not.
Hilarious. We gotta wrap it up. D Wood, tell everybody where they can follow you, find you, everything about you.
Well, for all things D Woods, go to my website, www.missdwoods.com, and you can find all the links to my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube videos, my iTunes page. But if you want to go straight to the social media, my name is Ya Girl D Woods, YA Girl D Woods, and it's the same name for all of them. So you have to remember no underscore and smiley face and all that stuff.
Right.
Like, I hear y'all playing Foolish Dreamer in the background. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I have the Foolish Dreamer Foundation. We're mentoring high school students, so look out for information about that. Oh, I couldn't hear what you said.
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, we'll be in because this is worldwide. We're promoting.
Yes,
I'm doing a
worldwide.
big benefit in Springfield, Massachusetts, my hometown, where I'm
good.
originally from. December 8th for Stop
My
the Violence.
birthday.
Hey, Sagittarius.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You
Shout out to all the Scorpios. I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
The best sign.
Virgo's actually the best.
Virgo what?
Nah, you
You're
alright.
talking a different language. I'm a person.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on
We're
here.
all human.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that's where you can find me. Look out for me on the Gold Mine promo tour. I'll be in Birmingham for the Magic City Classic this weekend.
Hey.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'll be in New York the weekend after that for the Power 105 Powerhouse.
yes.
And just run around the city. And, I'll be in your
Mother's love.
Mother's Love.
I can't wait.
November 22nd here in Atlanta. The Rialto, get your tickets now. What else?
Everything, girl.
Got it going
About
on.
to blow up.
I'm out here.
I'm out
here.
here.
Expect unexpected.
Expect the
I
unexpected.
love
Join
it.
the movement. Hashtag Gold Mine. Know what you're sitting on.
Y'all right. Shout out to D-Woods.
Word.
Your outro. What you got going on this week?
Ben.
You can go to my Tumblr. Add me on Facebook, Ben Palmer. Type in Ben Palmer in the search bar. Or go to
Ben.
Facebook.com/Ben Palmer Comedy. That is all. Thank you.
Do yourself a favor. See that man. Very funny.
Rodney.
Yes.
Oh, it's my turn. RodneyPerry.com. That's the website. You can catch all right there. Rodney Perry on Twitter. I got a show I'm doing here in Atlanta. First Wednesdays at Acoustics. Live show, stand-up comedy, poetry, singing, live band, DJ. It's just a crazy night of fun. And D, if you ever in town on a Wednesday night, please come mess with us. Right there, son.
That's the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing that first Wednesday. You can get tickets on the website, RodneyPerry.com. And we just continue to get it in, man. Take care of these babies.
Hey, Joe in this
Yes, yes. Host Joe Byers here. Joe Byers Comedy is everything. You can Google it. You'll find my Twitter, Facebook, all the above. I host a show in Decatur on Wednesdays tonight. I will be there, 9 o'clock, Java Monkey in the square.
Great show.
425 Church Street. Rodney Perry's been there. Ben Palmer's been there. It's a movement. Joe Byers Comedy, guys. That's it.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
Nikki Nicole 08, everything. Nikki Nicole 08. Catch me tonight at the Blue Flame in it, where it'll be boobies.
The strip club?
Yes, boobies, booties, and fried chicken.
Yes.
I know they sitting on the gold mine. They sitting on gold mines at the buffet.
Hey.
Yes, and you might find your girl D Woods in it. You might.
With
Look.
some lemon pepper wings.
You might. If you do,
I can't eat at the Blue Flag.
I got you.
I heard
you
the
on
food
your
is
way.
great too.
What? You
I
can't
can't
eat?
There be oil in the air. I can't do it.
Oh, so good. You just have to say, give me some fried chicken, hold the staff.
Hold
Not
the
a
staff?
I'm just joking.
No staff, please.